Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be trying out horses to buy, and I am very excited. Because these horses aren't mine, I'm not going to be sharing much information about them, like their name, etc. And I just want to say that I'm very grateful that I was given the opportunity to ride all of these horses. They could definitely be the horse for someone, but they just weren't the right fit for me. So yeah, I'm going to be bringing along someone a lot more experienced than me, which is my trainer, and she's going to be riding these horses, and she's probably going to be able to point out a lot of things that I probably didn't even notice before, so yeah. And then after deciding on which horse I like, we'll get a pre-purchase exam done, which probably all that stuff won't be included in this video. So I'm only going to be, like I said, I'm only going to be showing a limited amount of videos, but the horse that I do end up getting, I'll be showing the full clips, like every single clip I got, every picture I got, and that's going to be towards the end of this vlog. So the horse that I'm looking for, I'm not planning to do a specific discipline with. If I ever did get a horse to do a specific discipline, it would be reining, but that would be in the future. Just a horse that can walk, trot, canter, stop at all those gates, backs up, turns nicely, responsive, neck reins, good ground manners, like just all of that stuff. A horse that can do good on trails, because I plan on taking the horse like everywhere. And I'm really hoping that I'm able to get back into riding with this horse, because really I don't own a horse that is, I don't want to say rideable, but my two current horses aren't in a state to be ridden, because I have my retired barrel racing horse and I love him. I've ridden him many times, but with his arthritis and then him having cancer, which was removed, I've pretty much made the decision to retire him from riding. And then Ruby, you know, she's not at the place to be ridden either. She needs a lot more training, which I've been working on her with. So I'm really hoping that this horse, I guess like a confidence boost, I don't really know, because I just plan to ride a lot more, because really the only type of riding that I'm able to do right now is reining lessons on a lesson horse, and I'm very grateful that I'm even given the opportunity to do that. But it would be nice to have a horse of my own that I can ride a couple of days a week and things like that, you know. I'm very excited, and this week is going to be very chaotic too. So today's Tuesday, tomorrow is Wednesday, so I have my reining lesson. And then the next day, which is Thursday, I'm going to be trying out 3 horses, maybe more. And the first horse that I'm going to try is going to be at around 9. After that, we're going to be going to another place to try out 2 horses, maybe more horses. I've gotten videos and photos of all these horses and they look nice, but I need to go in person and ride these horses in person to know if I like truly think that they're the right horse for me, because you can't really determine everything off of a video or 2. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. First, his owner rode. Then my trainer rode him. My trainer figured that he wouldn't be the horse for me, but he was really pretty and I just went ahead and got on anyways. This is the next horse I tried, and his owner and then my trainer rode, but just ended up figuring he wasn't really the horse for me, but he was really awesome. This is the other horse I tried. He was pretty but didn't know as much as the other horses. So at that point we were just going to end up going home and thinking on it, but we ended up getting on this other horse. The owner rode and then I rode and then my trainer rode after. So as you can see, I'm just walking around and I think we did pretty good. You know, like we don't know each other. She doesn't know me. I don't know her. We're just kind of trying to figure each other out. So I'm just walking her around right now. And so far I was having like pretty good like feelings about her. Like I really liked her. She was a little hesitant to cross this puddle. I mean, I probably would be too, so I just kind of had to push her and encourage her, and then eventually with time she crossed over it. My trainer and I did notice how she was a very looky horse. She's just kind of looking at everything, which we didn't really find a problem with that. Then after that, I asked her for a trot, and her trot is pretty nice. Like, it's good to sit, and it probably would be comfortable post. I let her break down there. That was my fault. But then I got her right back into it. My hands were a little bit high. I don't know why. Yeah, just ignore that. And then I asked her for a lope, and she transitioned really nicely. So for that, I have to use my inside leg in order for her to be on the correct lead. So I'm just kind of loping some circles around here. She has a really nice lope, which I like. And then right about here, I'm gonna ask her for a stop. You know, it's not like a reining, sliding stop. She doesn't have sliders on, but it was really good. So yeah, then I just kind of let her sit there a little bit, and then I asked her to walk forward again. It was nice to know that she wasn't going to try to take off or anything. And then I did some trotting. I'm just kind of turning around here, and yeah, just trying to get a little bit of a feel for her. So yeah. And then I asked her for a lope. That was a really nice transition. Like, she transitions into her gaits so nicely, which I really, really like. So here I'm just loping her around once again. And she was staying outside nicely. If I asked her to come in a little bit, she would there. Kind of asked her to come in towards the center, because there were people standing there. I didn't want to run them over. So here I am, and eventually I'm going to ask her to stop again. So yeah. And then right there, I asked her to stop, and she did really good. And then I backed her up 2 steps. It's just something that I always do. And I pet her to let her know that she did a really good job. Stood there for a minute, and then I got her to do some little spins. They aren't super fast reining spins, but they're really good. So I was really proud on her in that. And it was like impressive that she could move like that, you know. And then I took her to this bigger arena just to see how she would do. And I just did walking, but I turned her around and stopped her and asked her to back up, and she did awesome. Then after that, I untacked, and then I hosed her down. She was trying to look at the outside. So the question is, who did I end up purchasing? And it ended up being this girl. So she did not have a barn name, only a registered name, which I haven't really completely decided on names. I think I'm gonna name her Autumn. Might change it, I have no idea. But she is a really pretty bay roan. She is 11 years old, a mare, and I really liked her. My trainer said, you know, this is the best horse for you. And I liked all the horses I rode, but she was the bestest for me. And I feel like we really clicked together, and that was important for me. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications because it helps my channel out a lot. Bye!